Wade
and Wade Reacts. We're back with another subscriber request. This is Star Wars: The Old Republic Betrayed.
Let's check it out. Dang, this cinematic still holds up today.
I guess you didn't want her to reveal her powers.
Yeah, I guess not. Dang. She learned from them, didn't she?
Yeah.
She put that up there herself? How'd she do that? She unlocked her powers through the dark side, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Used her anger.
Yeah, the dad saw that.
Used her anger instead of focus.
Start rubbing his hands together.
And see, I love these cinematics because they show the work that her and her brothers had to go through in order to achieve power and to exercise their force abilities. They didn't just have those powers by osmosis. Her father was watching like, yes, good.
I wish Star Wars would explore this kind of stuff, man.
They should.
Like the dark side, cultists and followers.
Yeah. That would be super interesting. We haven't seen anything from this perspective yet. The Acolyte is going to make an attempt.
It seems that way. She's floating all those stones, kind of like a Jedi.
That's how you put together a scene right there. You can tell these people truly understand Star Wars. At least to a certain degree.
Yeah.
And they understand it enough to create a cinematic that's in keeping with what Star Wars is about.
Sure waited a long time to come and get her.
Yes, she did, didn't she? I wonder how long she contemplated coming to rescue her. And this part right here, boy.
Yeah.
One of the coldest Star Wars scenes in history to me. Movie or cinematic trailer.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
I wish they would have stuff like this in the movie.
Facts.
Whoever made this, get in contact with them.
Yeah, they got to. I mean, the camera angles, everything. Look. The sidekick. Turn the saber off, turn it into a stab, and start going to work.
Now, who are these people right here? Do they have force abilities?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And if they do, why aren't they using their force?
That was cold. Look. That's a good question. I wonder what type of guards they are.
Babe, come on.
She gonna let her carry her all the way outside and then be like, nah, I'm good.
I thought she was in kind of like a trance state at that point.
Oh, okay.
So is she too far gone, too brainwashed to want to go back with her?
I believe she waited years to come and get her.
Yeah, that's true. You got to play the game to get that backstory to see why she waited.
Yeah.
What, did they shoot her plane down or something?
Nah, so like this is like years later.
Okay. Dang, a lot of her people got slain. Why come she's not aging?
The Force.
She unlocked a new ability, didn't she? Force immortality. That's crazy. If the movie had this level of epicness, man, there would be no way that they would pull in $1 billion. Hey, that's crazy. That's one of the coldest ones right there. And to tell such a complex story in such a short period of time is masterful work. Yeah, that was cold right there. Every time I see these Star Wars Old Republic cinematics, they're just as good as they were the first time, sometimes even better because you see small details that you may have missed the first go around.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. This is a really good trailer. I wish this is what Star Wars was, or is now, but, you know, Disney, they're trying. I guess they have their audience so they can keep pumping out what they're pumping out, but this is what I want to see over what we currently have been given.
Exactly. This right here is Star Wars. And you can tell that the creators of these cinematics, the writers, the directors, the choreographers understood what Star Wars was and is supposed to be. They understand it enough, like I said earlier, to bring it to life appropriately. This feels like Star Wars. If you're a fan of the prequels, you're a fan of the sequels, then you will definitely enjoy this. This won't feel like it's a far off adaptation or interpretation of Star Wars like the sequel trilogy does.
Yeah. I think the sequel trilogy messed up because they tried to do too much rehash. It was like stuff we already seen with the OT, the original trilogy. It was like there were no Jedis. So what George Lucas did with the prequels, we get to see the Jedis at the peak of their powers. Even though it was kind of on the decline, we still got to see the Jedi Order, Jedi Council. When it came to the sequels, we didn't get anything new. It was kind of like the first one was a rehash of A New Hope. The second one was Empire, and the third one was basically the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, same stuff we've already seen, but done in a way worse fashion with less skill on the writer's part. But yeah, I want to see this come back. And I think that if the Star Wars Old Republic writers and directors were allowed to take over the new Star Wars era, then George Lucas would be satisfied.
Yeah, and then one more thing before we get out of here. I wish that they would get back to the Star War. You know, we seeing Star skirmishes here and there and Star fights. I want to see some Star Wars again in the Star Wars.
Yeah, we definitely need Star Wars to return. That's the title of the movie, Star Wars. It's not space policeman. It's not aircraft pilot. It's not futuristic janitor. This is Star Wars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that, to me, I don't care what nobody say. I know some fans might disagree, but the best space battle that we have seen on film, to me, is Rogue One.
Yep, Rogue One. Yeah, and that's another person I would like to see take over the Star Wars franchise. At least be over Star Wars like Kevin Feige is over Marvel. The guy who created Rogue One. Let that team come in because they understand what Star Wars, the Star War aspect of Star Wars, and they understand how a Jedi or a Sith is supposed to maneuver throughout the world.
Yeah, that's why I was looking forward to that Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadrons. I thought we was gonna see like some Star, get back to the Star Wars battle. Because to me, the Jedi and the Sith, that's cool. That's like the sprinkle on top of everything else that's going on. Like when you had to watch the original trilogy, you got the space battles, but in the politics and all that. But then Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader and Palpatine, they got their little skirmish going on in the shadow. Because for real, if you look at Jedi, nobody knows. I mean, they know Luke Skywalker went into the Death Star and possibly killed the Emperor and Vader. But the main thing that everybody for sure can see is that the space, I guess the rebels blew up the Death Star.
Yeah, from their perspective.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can bring all of what we know and love about Star Wars back, which I don't think they will. But George Lucas was recently disappointed by what he's seen being produced by Disney's version of Star Wars. So hopefully they can take heed to his words and get back on track. All right, y'all, that does it for our reaction to Star Wars The Old Republic Betrayed cinematic trailer. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Also, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss a video from Wade and Wade Reacts.
And we're out of here.
Peace.